Good day, everyone. First of all, thanks for making your time today on your weekend, on your Sunday, to attend our meet and greet session, so called the first ever meet up with all of FTC members and crews. Okay, for today, I will start with uh, sharing a link. This is for all the students who joined today. So this is to get a survey of feedback from you before we start our FTC program. So I will share this to the chat now. You can copy and paste on your note so that you can fill in later after the briefing. Or yeah. So and also my colleague Jared, he will share to you the same link right after the meet and greet session, so that to make sure everyone, all the students, uh, manage to fill in this survey form. Okay, give me a second. I will share the link inside the chat. So make sure all the students here, you copy this link and save in your note on any words or sticky note on your laptop or phone, so that you can fill in right after the meet and greet session today. Or can you even like scan the QR code and fill in later lah, just bookmark or something. Okay, so I will proceed. Okay, next. Okay, before we start briefing, so in case to make sure since everyone is here now, so can we start with a photo session first? If for those who can turn on your camera, so please turn on your camera. Just gonna take another like not more than 20 seconds. So I will need to get your photo for 2 times, because I'm not sure I have 3 pages of attendance here. So please bear with me. You need to smile for 3 seconds, or like at least 3 seconds, so that I can make sure everyone being captured. Okay, so hold on, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna screenshot the first page. I'm not sure you are on the which page, so make sure like keep smiling. Okay. Okay, I'm going to the second page now. Okay. Okay. Those who can turn on your camera, please turn on your camera. Okay, in three. Okay, 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay, hold on now. One more page. Next page. So please turn on your camera for a while, just for like few seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, one last time. Okay, again, one last smile, please. 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you. Right. Okay. Okay. So for today, so I will be starting by introducing mentors and teams, sharing to you guys who are your mentors, and for mentors, who are the members of your team. And then I will go through again. I will go through the FTC overview, the program overview, roadmap, and important dates to make sure students, especially students, are up to date with the information about FTC. And also as a recall for the mentors, because I'm sharing almost the same info that how when that I have shared in during the mentor briefing. And then I will pass my stage to the stage to Jared, and he will be explaining everything which is inside the FTC website. and he will be highlighting some of the important section in the FTC websites, such as the game rules and uh, about mentors and about how to work and all the templates, reports, etc. And then I will be taking over and then to share about a recommended teamwork model for hybrid mode. So as a virtual, as a remote program, how are we able to work together as a team of 6 to 9 members. And then also I will be highlighting about roles and responsibilities for teams, for the students and for the mentor. And finally, I will show to you what's the next step right after the meet and greet session today. And then I will be giving you guys a 5 minute. So just to break the ice, I will be assigning to all of you into breakout room, into 14 breakout room with since we have 14 teams for this year. And just so that mentors and teams, at least to get to know each other. And everyone, after you have done on your breakout rooms to get to know your mentors and team members, you can immediately leave the meeting. And the next step will be update through the email. Okay. So introducing mentors and teams. So for those with your phone, you can just scan the QR code, and I will be sharing this link to you so that you can open on your side. And yeah, so I will be opening on my side also to make sure everyone is can see. So let me share the link in the chat. Okay, you can open on your side. So at the moment, it's in the Google spreadsheet. We'll be uploading the team and mentors grouping also in the website right after the meet and greet session today. So you have 14 teams, and then we have mentors and yeah. So for those for mentors, you can just click on the team name and you can immediately view your team members. Yeah. Let me know if you have problems on viewing your team members. So it will immediately open up and highlight your team members' name. So if you are from Pasirian Rex, so you will be immediately highlight on your team member. Same goes to the rest. Okay, so this is for you to know who are your members, and it will be easier for you later during a breakout room to get to know the students with the names in your list. No? Okay, please take a few minutes to go through, especially teams, to go through who are your mentors, and later you hopefully get to know them. I think everyone should be in today, all the mentors. Okay, so this is your teams. So make sure, I believe it on your side you have the links. Okay, students, you managed to know your and mentors. You guys, you managed to know your group and mentors, right? Let me know if you have problem in opening the link that I just shared. Okay, so I will just proceed. Okay, so I will be going through about the FTC program overview, roadmap, and important dates to make sure everyone know. So for FTC in Penang, so the program overview will be mentors and teams own their session with mutually scheduled slots with provided checklists and deliverables. So the checklist and deliverables is in the FTC website. My colleague Jared, he will be showing to you later. And FTC will be a 6-month program with a schedule by monthly checkpoints. Later, I will show you the main checkpoints dates. And then we will also have a scheduled tech clinic by every checkpoint to assist the teams that that require support to solve any technical issues. And then within each checkpoint, you guys will have for sure will have multiple meetings and clinics which are able to be held in hybrid mode. So hybrid mode is online, is an in-person, but in-person is depends if you guys able to gather like work together remotely, like in one group. You can sometimes you guys need to have like meet each other. At the moment, it should be okay, but most of the meetings will be online lah. Anticipated will be in a virtual platform. Okay, and the final championship is planned to be held in a remote model. So detailed info about the final championship will be posted to you to everyone in later. Okay, this is one slide roadmap about FTC this year. So we have checkpoint 1, checkpoint 2, and then we have 3 checkpoints, and then preparation to the final stage. So in here, teams are given 6-month time period to prepare for the championship. So teams can start to work on your robot right after the session today. So that's why the breakout room, the ice breaking session later is very important, although it's a short one, so that you guys can kickstart like on how to meet and just at least exchange contact. And teams should encounter these 3 major checkpoints, and within each checkpoint, you guys shall have multiple team meetings for progress update, discussion, and robot construction. The competition preparation and robot construction, like I mentioned just now, it will be going on a hybrid mode, virtual and remote. Later, I will go into detail on how it works on a recommended hybrid mode model. Okay. So these are the important dates. Today is the 13th FTC meet and greet, 13 February. And then you guys can immediately start work on the robot. And then the first checkpoint will be on checkpoint 1, mechanical tech clinic, 26 March. And then you guys have your second checkpoint on electronic tech clinic on 23rd April, and then third checkpoint on 21st May. So on each checkpoint, each team need to submit their checkpoint report. We call that as a checkpoint report, at least 1 week before the checkpoint due date. So the one I highlighted is the checkpoint report submission date. And we already prepared the template and what you guys need to submit. And Jared, my colleague Jared will share to you on what is the info about the template. Then we have field test, inspection, and finally championship dates. So since our championship won't be held as the normal way, so like as a in-person method. So we are planning to break the championship session in around 6 sessions, and a detailed info will be shared to you guys later. Okay, I will pass the stage to my colleague Jared. He will be sharing the info, all the info through the FTC website. Jared, so I shall unshare.
Can everyone hear me? Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. Thanks. Okay, so thanks Shah for passing the stage to me, and good afternoon to everyone. So from 14 different teams, the participants, and the mentors from 9 multinational companies. So today, I'm going to explain to you all regarding the FTC website. So now I want everyone to look on the chat box. Okay, sorry. I will, if you all remember, I actually included a website in the email that I have sent to you all. So for now, I would like everyone to open up the website. I will explain regarding the website. So I've also posted the link inside the chat box. So I'm going to share my screen now after doing some stuff. Shah, can you enable participants to share
Yeah.
or upgrade me to
Oh,
co-host? I have no access.
1 second. Okay. Done.
So I guess everyone can see my screen now, right? Okay, so this is the FTC website that we PSC team had developed. So, okay, to prevent you all from just listening, I would like actually this session to be interactive session. So if you have any questions during I explain the website, just raise up your hands and turn on the mic. Ask Jared, what's this definition? How does it work? Okay, I would like to see students to have that enthusiasm in this FIRST Tech Challenge competition. So prior to that, I also sent a Google form where I asked the students regarding their position in the teams. So I guess everyone had already assigned what is the role of the role that you will be taking on in the team, right? So for now, I would like to have all of the mechanical engineering engineers in the team to raise up their hand inside the Zoom. I want to see. That's good. So yeah, mechanical engineering is a part where you actually will be concentrating on the mechanical structure of the robot to perform activities. Okay, next, I would like those person who will be handling the electronics engineer position in the team. Please raise up your hand. So electronic engineers, they are actually responsible for testing some stuff such as the experiment I'm doing here. Actually testing out the motors. You have more actuators as well as some sensors. So electronic engineer will be responsible in testing this, telling the programming officer or engineer how to do and operate them. Okay, so thanks for those raising their hands. So next, I would like those programming and strategy planning engineer to raise up their hands. So yeah. Okay, I see a lot of hands. So okay, programming and strategy engineer, what they do is actually they plan on how the robot should take in order to like get as many points as the team can. So this role is also very important. So you can see that all three types of engineers in the team, actually they are all correlated because mechanical, you will like need the specification from your team, from the programmer, and electronics, like how should it be assembled, how should it be programmed, and how should it perform the action. So I hope that through this competition, FIRST Tech Challenge, the team working spirit among the students in Malaysia can be improved. So yeah, that is what I hope to see. And I guess a lot of mentors from NNC would also like to see this, right? So, okay. So thanks for your response. You all may raise down your hands. So yeah, any question, just stop me while I'm doing this presentation. Okay, so this is the homepage of the FIRST Tech Challenge. So under the homepage, we have the introductory video of like what is the FIRST Tech Challenge, as well as the explanatory video regarding this year's rules and regulation. You all may click into it, but I would actually explain more later on the game, R&R, as well as the competition scoring. So on here we have, is there any problem, Daniel? Sorry, that Hun Zai. Is there any problem? Okay, I think you forgot to unraise your hand. So Naima, let me continue. So this is the REF Robotics Kick-Off Concept Overview. So this website is actually regarding this year's season 2021 and 2022 Fright Frenzy by REF Robotics. They give students some breakdown of what the competition need, and they actually also give some hints on the robot and what should it do. So students may just visit the website for more info. So, okay, this is an important part where at the end of this FIRST Tech Challenge, we expect students to build a robot for each team to compete in the championship, of course. And students in the team would also need to cooperate together to produce an engineering folio. Okay, what is an engineering folio? An engineering folio is a folio which compromises the development of the team on the team's robot from the day one until the competition day. Okay, I would like to stress that this engineering folio is very important because without engineering folio, the team would not qualify for any awards. So in conclusion, each team need to submit an engineering folio in order to obtain at least one reward. So yeah, we will try to give each team one reward lah, but you all need to try your best throughout this competition. So the third point is that each team would need to submit the checkpoint reports on each checkpoint on time. So this timeline is actually shown by Shah just now, where actually the checkpoint is for us to gauge, have you finished this part, like mechanical part comes first. So we would need to check and see if your team had already completed the mechanical part. And we have mechanical, we have electronics, and we have programming and field tests. So these are three different checkpoints along this competition season. And last is that before the championship, before we send the robot for the competition on the game field, we will actually have an interview with each of the team regarding their robot. So this is the expected deliveries. So these are links for different pages in this website. Okay, let's move on game manual. Okay, so game manual, this page is concerned about the dimensions of the game field. So we can see that that is freight, that is barrier, that is shipping hub. So as said by this year team, Fright Frenzy, so your objective is to deliver the goods, the freights from here in the warehouse to the shipping hub or the storage unit. So that is your aim. So down here, we have a lot of the dimensions of the game field. So you all may study it. I won't go through it. Okay. Below here, we have a one game rules for the FTC 2021 and 2022. So this page will actually summarize all of the scores and how should you play it in one page. So these are the detailed remote event game manual and the season library where you can refer for more materials. Okay, referring to next page is the building guide. So this page will actually consist of the specification of the robot that you should build in order to compete in the FTC competition. I think each team had already got the REF starter kit V3, as well as some sensor bundles, the driver hub, control hub, and also the controller console. So as I explained to the teacher or the person who came and picked the set, building the robot, you can actually use the materials inside the kit that we have provided, or you can also buy some external materials such as wood or maybe some metals, or maybe even 3D print your own design parts and attach it to the robot. So all of these are available for the robot construction, except you cannot violate the illegal part list which is listed in this sheet, which was provided by FIRST. Okay, below here we have the Drive Robotics website, where they give you some inspiration of the drivetrain of how to build your robots, as well as a YouTube channel on what are the concepts, what are the ideas for your robot during the competition. So these are all additional materials where you all can refer to. Okay, next, I go into programming guides. So coming into programming, I think the first thing everyone would think is like how to program my brain, which is the control hub. So the good thing is the programming here that we are talking is actually the control hub does support the Java blocks. It also supports the Java coding. So you all can refer to the control hub manual on the specification. And below here, I've included some must-know lists for you all to follow. So just follow it properly to know how to program and operate your control hub and the driver hub. So we have included some block programming manual for the autonomous and manual. Okay, what is autonomous and manual? This I will explain later, because this is a part of the competition. And we have more materials regarding the control hub programming introduction, the FTC block programming tutorials, and programming resource library. So moving on to next page is the mentor guides. Okay, these mentor guides are mostly referred for those mentors who will be guiding teams in this FTC competition, but I would like to raise the attention of all students in teams, where you see there's a team roles and responsibility, right? Referring back to the earlier mechanical engineer, electronics engineer, or the programming engineer that I've asked you all just now. So I would like teams to go to obtain this form and then fill in the roles of each of your team members and submit to us within the next week. So yeah, so here we have a mentors logbook where the mentors are required to fill in each time the mentors are having a team meeting with the team, so that we can know what is their progress. Is there any interaction? Is there any guidance? So this is the mentor checkpoint evaluation, where mentors are required to fill in this form for each checkpoint in order to evaluate the team which they all are mentoring in. Okay. Next is the field guides. So this page actually, it concerns regarding the field assembly, field setup, and field reset. So although this is not very important, but we expect that there will be some teams who actually loan back the game field back to their house or to their school for the robot testing. So this page can be referred by the teams for the field setup, as we have like many elements such as carousel, the barriers, and the shipping hub and shared shipping hub. Okay. Next is the briefing slide. So this is the mentors meet and greet session briefing slides that Shah have prepared, and this is the game specific briefing slides that I have prepared, but I chose to replace it with the website introduction instead. So, yep. Next, this is the report templates and guides. So, okay, pay attention. This is very important, as Shah have mentioned just now, as well as I mentioned. Each team would require to submit an engineering folio. So at here, we provide an engineering folio template on how to write how to prepare the first page, what should you have, second page, what should you have, and so on. So next is the checkpoint report template where teams are required to complete it for each checkpoint, as you need to document like what happened in the checkpoint, what did you did on your robot, what changes have you did on the robot, did you face any problem or more. And the third one is the clinic session Q&A form template. So I would like to stress that actually this Q&A form template is for those teams where they have problem and they want to attend to the clinic sessions to ask the tech advisor regarding opinions of the problem. So in enabling our tech advisor have some time to prepare, so teams must fill in the clinic session Q&A form template and submit it together with the checkpoint report template to the link, a link to submit both of this report. I will show it later. So this is the mentors logbook where mentors are required to write and record for each meeting session they had with the team. And lastly, I prepared a CAD resources. So I think you all would like curious why we have a CAD resources in here, because yeah, is there any problem? Okay, never mind. So teams were actually curious why there are CAD resources in here. So actually the CAD resources is for teams to design their robot in the computer-aided design software such as Blender, Autodesk, Inventor, or Fusion 360. This is because in the awards, one of the awards is actually dedicated for the teams who design their robot using CAD in the best way and most innovative way. So please be noted. So next is the survey links. So as we started the session just now, Shah did call you all to fill in the pre-competition survey. So I will share this link again at the end of the session. So this one is, the general one is required to be filled up by each team member in each teams, while the clinic specific one like mechanical, electronics, and programming are only required to be filled up by the team members of the teams that attended the clinic session. So please be noted that we would appreciate that everyone fill in this survey seriously, because first will be evaluating the organization of the FIRST Tech Challenge by Penang Science Cluster for this year. So if the evaluation says that Penang Science Cluster is suitable to host the FIRST Tech Challenge, we will be continue hosting FIRST Tech Challenge for the next year, and the winners will advance to the competition in United States. So cooperate with us in order to achieve this dream. Okay, so next is the checkpoints and team meeting guide. So this page actually elaborates on the instruction and checklist items to be done by the teams on each checkpoint of the competition or each meeting with the mentor. So you all may go through this, but I just want to highlight this timeline that shared just now, and this checkpoint report submission form. So this checkpoint report submission form is for you to submit your checkpoint report and your clinic session Q&A form if you have any problem. So next is on the competition scoring. So, okay, this page actually concerns regarding how the robot scores throughout the competition. Okay, so if you remember what I said during the programming guides page just now, the FTC, the robot will have autonomous mode and the driver control mode. So the first 30 seconds is the autonomous mode where the robot is required to drive itself along the game field to score points. So after that, we'll have a 5-second period for you to change, as well as a 3, 2, 1 go time for you to change from autonomous to driver control. So it will last for 2 minutes for the driver control period. And in the last 30 seconds of the 2 minutes period, we call it the end game. So remember this 3 time zone: autonomous mode, driver control mode, and end game. Okay, so let's move on to our competition concept and advancement. So initially, this competition is conducted in alliance mode, but due to some government regulations and the JPNPP approvals, we are able to conduct solo, this by one team versus one team, 1v1 instead of 2v2. So in here, we have qualification matches where each team will compete 6 times in 6 hits. So the teams would actually need to get as many points as they could, where the top 8 teams will advance into the championship matches. So the championship matches is like the hierarchy, which we will show later. So, okay, regarding the competition scoring, like I said just now, there are 3 periods of autonomous, driver control, and end game. So these are the points can be scored in those 3 time periods. So you can read it by your own. I won't go through it as that is too much. And below that, we have some materials such as the score sheet, the guides for the scorekeeper, and the robot inspection guide before you go to the game field. So this is the link to the website for the resource library regarding the scorekeeper and robot inspection. Next, I go into the max fixture. So this is the roadmap that I explained just now, that the top 8 teams will qualify into the championship, and they will go up to find who is the champion. So yeah, your teams may actually observe the contents, not observe lah, may read the contents and yeah, understand yourself. Any problem, you all may email it to me. My email is, I think everyone knows, as I send the email to you all. So for the qualifying match fixtures, the team numbers, we actually have these fixtures, but we will release who is A, who is B, who is C, who is D later on March. So this is regarding the max fixtures. So last page is the award list. This actually shows all awards that we will award to the team at the end of the competition, the championship. But please be noted that this page is still being updated, as I will redefine this page to be more detailed regarding who I will give the awards to. Sorry, it's not me. It's the judges will give the awards to. So I guess this will be the end of my presentation. Is there any question before I end my presentation? I hope I didn't spoke too fast. So if there is no question, I would like to pass the session back to Shah. So thanks everyone.
Okay, thank you, Jared. So I hope everyone managed to grab some, although not all, most of the important points that Jared is trying to share. So no worry, we'll be sharing the same all the information in the website. As long as you guys have the access to the website, then should be no issue lah. Okay, let me continue on my side. Okay, hold on. Okay, let me try to print. Okay, all of you can see my screen, right? Okay, great. So I will be continuing on a recommended teamwork model for hybrid mode. So I will start with team structure. So the one I'm going to share now is a like a proposed model that to ease you guys to work together within 6 to 9 members to come out and to prepare for the final championship on the robot construction lah. Okay, so if you have your own way of doing things, if you think that you have your own way, and then at the end, as long as you guys can reach out, can reach can come up with your robot and manage to compete on the championship, that should be good, also should be fine enough. Okay, so on the team structure, so a team need to form 3 sub-team according to the members' interest. Members here means the students, interest, skills, and specialty. So we have then you need to have sub-team, sub-team mechanical, sub-team electronics, and sub-team programming. This one is respective to the 3 checkpoints that we have. So each sub-team shall take the lead and initiative to plan and execute to achieve the FTC respective checkpoint goals. So these checkpoint goals, you guys we should be able to refer in our FTC website. By referring to the FTC roadmap, sub-team M, which is the mechanical, since we have our first checkpoint is mechanical checkpoint, sub-team M shall take the first action to discuss, plan, and propose the mechanical design to of the FTC robot to the team and mentors to review. A consensus shall be achieved by the whole team before any action being taken. So make sure everyone agrees on the idea and the opinion before any action being taken, before proceed in build the robot. Okay, after the goals of a checkpoint has been accomplished, the next sub-team shall take initiative to continue the robot construction. Hereby, the next sub-team shall lead the following meeting and discussions until their checkpoint goals has been achieved. So in this case, let's say now you are at you guys are working on the mechanical checkpoint. So right after the mechanical checkpoint ends, so all of you already accomplished the checkpoint for mechanical. So the sub-team electronics must take the initiative to get the robot and kickstart the electronics part to achieve the electronics checkpoint goals lah, without waiting for any other reasons lah. Okay, and finally, mentors and team leaders, which is a student, are responsible to supervise and make sure there is continuous progress in the sub team until the robot is ready to compete in the championship. Okay, so this is a summary of a team decision-making cycle in a hybrid mode. So all of you can see here we have 3 colors: green, blue, and orange. So green represents a brainstorming cycle. It's a proposed idea on how you guys, it's a possible solution, a possible way of brainstorm ideas lah. And the blue color is the possible ways of solving problems in this hybrid mode. So okay, in brainstorming idea, so a sub team, it will always start with a sub team. Sub team will start to brainstorm idea. If you have 6 to 9 members, let's say you have six members, so you guys will probably have 2 members in one sub team. If you have 9 members, you will have 3 members in one sub team. So between 2 to 3 members in a sub team, you will that sub team will start to brainstorm idea, come up with a draft, and then you will raise up or propose this idea to the teams and mentors to review, discuss, and for advice. So if consensus achieved, if everyone agrees on the idea, you guys can immediately take action. Sub-team can work on the idea. If there is no consensus achieved, so mentor and teams may provide advice, useful tips, suggestions, and support, and back to the sub-team, and sub-team will improvise the idea, and the cycle continues. That's how brainstorm cycle. And then we have, okay, if a teammate, anyone in a sub team have problems, question, and doubts, you guys, the first solution is review within your own sub team between the 2 or 3 members. So you guys discuss on your own within your sub team. If the solution solved, update to the team and mentors. If you guys have a WhatsApp group, just update inside WhatsApp group. If you have any other platform, just inform that we have this problem and we found out this is a solution. So if everyone agrees on the concepts, on the ideas, and action can be taken. If there is some disputes, or they still have the idea is not good enough, and still teams and mentors unable to provide recommended solutions or a better idea, then we have tech clinics right after each checkpoint due date. So in tech clinic, we have our tech advisors. We call them as a tech advisors who quite who will give we will provide teams on a specific will provide solutions on a specific problems that a team and mentor are unable to solve. Okay, and then right after the recommended solution provided by the tech advisor, and then back to your team and mentors, is everyone agree, and you guys can proceed on taking actions. So this is a cycle that hopefully will help you guys to work on your robot in this hybrid mode. Okay, so just now you guys already being informed that we have 3 checkpoints and throughout the program, throughout the 6-month program, right? So this one now I'm going to explain is what is the 3 common things that will happen in each team within a checkpoint. So within a checkpoint, each team commonly you guys will have 3 main important activities. First one is team meeting, second is sub team discussion, and third one is checkpoint report. Okay, so let me go into team meeting first. So in a team meeting should be attended by all team members, including mentors. Sub team update, the lead sub team who is working on their particular checkpoint goal should take the lead, update the robot construction progress, including decision made, problem faced, and your next step. And if you have any problems, discuss and provide discussions and solution suggestion can also be raised during the team meeting to help the sub team. If necessary, teams need to prepare to consult the tech advisor. So if you guys decided to go to consult the tech advisor, you guys need to fill in a clinic Q&A form. So this clinic Q&A form has already been uploaded in our FTC website. And then after you fill in the form, submit in a provided platform, immediately we will get back to you on how to refer to the tech advisor. Usually you can only refer tech advisor during the tech clinic right after the checkpoint due date. Okay, during a tech meeting, also the student team leader or a student representative need to take note the discussed item for each meeting in the engineering folio. Like Jared mentioned just now, engineering folio is basically you guys written down black and white everything that you guys have done from the starting point until the championship. And also on the mentor's side, mentor will have your own record in your mentor's logbook. Okay, that's what will be commonly like we foreseen that will be happening within each team meeting. And for a sub-team discussion is before the team meeting. The sub-team will discuss on brainstorming, and if there's any issue, you guys will work on your problem solving first. So for both, sub-team shall try to come up with a draft solution prior to confronting the teams and mentors. You guys must put effort and try to come up with a solution first, at least a proposed idea before go and meet your bigger team and mentor. Mentor on your side need to be ready to support the sub-team whenever required, and mentor are highly recommended to not provide any solutions, instead direct the team to discover the root causes and solution themselves. So this means students, to highlight this, mentor cannot provide any solution directly, so they will only can guide you guys to go and find solution and like support. Maybe can provide certain platform. Maybe here we can find solution. Let's go into together and find solutions and come up with an idea. Okay, finally is checkpoint report. For checkpoint report, respective sub-team need to submit a complete checkpoint report in a provided form by the designated due date. So this report, since we have 3 checkpoints, so a complete by championship, each team should be able to submit a 3 checkpoint report. So the template you guys can find in our FTC website. Okay, if you have any question, can just unmute and just ask me. Or okay, I have a question here. So do engineering Folio is written by the team leader. That one can be decided by the team. So team leader is responsible to make sure the engineering folio being completed. So you guys can assign one member to hold the team, the checkpoint engineering folio, or team leader can volunteer him or herself to work on the engineering folio. It's not a compulsory that it has to be team leader to who need to be literally right work on the engineering folio lah, type in. Okay, so at the end, I hope I answered the questions. Okay, so I shall continue. At the end of each checkpoint, so these are some of, okay, let me see. It's a summary of the deliverables after each checkpoint. So after each checkpoint, teams are required to submit a checkpoint report in the FTC website. A tech clinic will be held to help the teams that submitted the clinic Q&A form. This means only teams who submit a clinic Q&A form are compulsory to attend the tech clinic. Those teams that didn't submit any clinic Q&A form, it means you guys don't have any problems that require tech advisor support. You guys may attend. It's open to everyone to attend, just that it's not a compulsory to those teams who didn't submit any clinic Q&A form. Okay, next, tech advisor will have already read the clinic Q&A form prior to tech clinics, and teams will receive a recommended solution and advice from the tech advisor. Teams shall take note and execute the best solution right after the tech clinic ends, and the subsequent sub-team takes the lead to continue work on the robot construction. And this continues for each checkpoint until the championship. Okay, so that's on the recommended hybrid mode team structure. So now I shall go into the roles and responsibility. So since here in FTC, we have three major roles. First, we have teams, then we have mentor, and then we have tech advisor. So a student, they will act as the main player to fulfill the FTC mission and objectives. Teams should be always initiative and proactive in every action taken, and you guys are responsible for team's decision making, robot development, and the completion of the checkpoint deliverables. And as a mentor, mentors act as the team advisor / manager. So mentor are not coach, they are the advisor or manager. So they work only within one assigned team, and they will hold a logbook to update the team progress and discussion on their side. And also they will be the first level of support for the team. And as a tech advisor will provide assist one-off as recommended solution for specific problem list down by the teams in a clinic Q&A form. Tech advisor will be very knowledgeable in at least one of the following fields. They will be they have respective to the checkpoint. We have mechanical tech advisor, electronics, and programming tech advisor. They will assist multiple teams to solve their problems during a tech clinic, and mostly they will be available during the tech clinic session with the students, and also they will be available within their own tech advisors team to discuss this problems before attend the tech clinic. Okay, so I will go in details a bit for the teams. So team roles and responsibilities. The overall FTC robot construction, preparation, discussion, and meeting shall led by the team. Team required to appoint a student team leader. Team leader is responsible to supervise and make sure there is continuous progress within the sub-team or team on the robot construction until the robot is ready to compete in the championship. Team leader shall be responsible also for the completion of the engineering folio. Okay, and a team required to split into 3 sub-team according to the 3 checkpoints, where each sub-team responsible to work on their respective checkpoint goals. Okay, so for this point, I think some of you might have these thoughts of when you want to work on the mechanical part of your robot, sometimes you might need advice from the electronic section. So that one is common and everyone is aware of that. So it's okay. It is compulsory. When there is a need, you guys can just discuss within sub teams in order to come up with the best solution that you guys can provide. So that doesn't mean that you guys need to work within sub team without collaborate with the other sub team in order to provide the solution, come up with a solution. Okay, and then a sub team leader, a student, must be appointed for each sub team. It means besides one team leader for the overall team, you guys might have one representative for each sub team also. The sub team should lead the team meeting until their respective checkpoint goals achieved. So for each team meeting, that respective sub teams need to lead the team meetings, like I mentioned just now, need to provide updates, and discussions, and also share their problems, maybe to provide to get advice from the mentors and other members of the teams. And teams or sub-team is responsible to reach out for support from mentor and other sources whenever necessary. And each team in a member is accountable on taking care of the FTC robotic kit parts. Okay, so that's for team. So I will now go into mentor. So this one, just to highlight for everyone, mentor's role enable communication within the teams. Okay, hold on. Yeah. Mentor's role again is to enable communication within the team so that everyone contributes knowledge and experience toward the solution, allowing students to do as much of the work as possible. So this is because we believe that students will gain the most experience if they are the driving force behind the actual robot planning, building, and programming. And mentor will be part of the planning and scheduling meetings. They will facilitate teams, activities, and discussion. Mentors will also work together with the team leaders and the team to develop roles within the team, which is especially for the forming of the sub team. And also mentor will be acting as the liaison between team members and organizer team, and they will be your role model within the team. And mentor roles also need is to keep track on their checklist via their mentor logbook. So mentors, you should have access to your logbook. If not, you can just go inside the website and download the logbook before edit the file. And if you have any problem on that, just can just immediately contact me. I put all the checklists inside the logbook also. Okay, for tech advisor, uh, roles and responsibilities. Tech advisor, make yourself available in the scheduled tech clinic session. Read and prepare possible solutions for all the questions in the clinic Q&A form prior to the tech clinic slots. And take part in all the meetings, if any, and discussions hold between the tech advisors to discuss the questions raised in the clinic Q&A form. Okay, for tech advisors, since later we will have a breakout room between mentors and teams. And for information, I think almost all mentors, almost all tech advisors are also mentor. So just to inform you, for tech advisor, we will create a 3 separate group, recommended to be WhatsApp, or just let me know you guys prefer a different platform. And then I will announce related any announcement related tech clinic Q&A form inside that particular group, and more instruction will be given in the group later. Okay, so that's all on the roles and responsibility. Any questions and doubts so far? Okay, so I shall continue. So this is again, as mentioned by my colleague Jared, FIRST Tech Challenge is the first ever competition that will be that organized by Penang Science Cluster, and it is a first ever in Malaysia actually. So PAC really appreciate your interest and support to make this program success, and hope everyone will get the benefit out from this program. So we are all part of the experiment. So expect bumps and uncertainties along the way. We are always open for suggestion and improvements. Feel free to reach out to me or PAC for the above matter. This is for, okay, this is to increase to make FTC better for our next participants next year generations.
Shah, we have a question from the floor.
Okay, so can someone other than the assigned mentor be our mentor? I think that should be fine. That no problem lah. As long as if you guys want to add them inside the group together with their mentor, just notify us, and who are they, then should be fine. Right, Jared? Should not be an issue on that. Okay, just let us know what are the mentor, and if you want them to add together inside the group, and should be okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's next? So after our meet and greet session today, so next will be, okay, for today we have team meet and greet. Teams are introduced to the mentors, teams, roles, expectation setting done. Jared has already introduced the website. Okay, next I will be exchanging the contacts between teachers and mentor. So I will share mentor's contact to the teacher. So mentor, let me know if you have other opinion. So if not, if you are okay with that, I will just share your contact to the teacher. Then through teachers, and also I will share the teacher contact to you. So through that, you guys can get in touch with the students and then can kickstart on your first meeting, etc. Okay, and then right after that, you guys can work on the robot construction and form your sub team, assign a team leader, assign a leader for the sub team, and schedule meetings, the weekly team meetings, and work on the checkpoint goals, submit report, and attend the tech clinic if necessary. And finally, all the 14 teams will be competing on the championship remotely. We will announce on the championship competition method later on in the website. We will just inform everyone when we are ready with that. And then after the championship, during the championship, actually, teams submit their engineering folio and mentor need to submit their mentor's logbook. And finally, we're going to end our FTC this year with the award ceremony.
Shah, can I add something?
Yep.
So actually for the championship, if you all remember, one of the things that I said are required deliveries is actually before the championship, each team will undergo an interview session regarding the technical and non-technical aspect of your robot and your contribution to the team throughout the competition. So those will be recorded and we will have also some awards for that also. So
Yeah. Okay, so yes, thank Jared. So that's though there will be an interview lah, so not it won't be only like robot clashing with robots, or it's not even clashing, so it's like competing with machines. So you guys, we are also assessing the students' commitments and contributions on the teams throughout the 6 months period. Okay, so right after the meet and greet today, mentors' contact will be shared to the teachers, and teachers and students can discuss with the mentors to decide the main communication medium, mostly WhatsApp group. Probably you guys are gonna go with Google Meet, and include PAC lead, include me and Jared inside the group. And mentors and students introduce themselves to get comfortable with each other. So already, and then team assign a leader and assisted by mentor. The student team leader shall lead the meetings and proceed to determine the sub team members. Mentor can set expectation on how and when to reach out each other, set and agree on schedules meeting, communicate deadlines and checkpoints, and finally you guys have your next step. So I already shared a detailed info about this to the mentor on during the briefing few weeks ago. So I think mentor should know better on this. Okay. Yeah. So to announce you guys, so I think initially we told that today will be the launching, but it got postponed due to some reasons. So we already have our new date for launching. So it will be on 5th March on Saturday. It will be still on Zoom, and these are the agenda. We're gonna have our CM, Penang CM join us, and then PAC directors and also FTC the founding partners, VIPs, and all the mentors, teachers, students are also invited lah. So we will this is just to inform you, we will send the links and invite you guys by next week hopefully. Okay, just to inform you to make sure you guys are available lah. So let me know if any of you are not available on this day. Okay. Okay. So any questions before we split you all of you into the backup room just to get to know each other? It won't be more than 5 minutes. If you guys are okay, already done on the backup room, you can just leave the group and just
uh,
yep.
Sorry, Shah.
Jared.
So before that, before you leave to the breakout room, for the construction of mechanical construction of the robot, I would like to remind teams again, do not mix the components, because if you mix the component, first, it will be very hard for next year team to find the components while they're building. And second, if you follow the work instructions of how to build a drivetrain or maybe a specific part, it may cause us some difficulties in searching your components. So that's one of the advice I want to give you all regarding the mechanical construction of robot. For the programming construction of robot, as again, I want to stress, follow the instructions that I've uploaded in the website regarding the control hub and driver hub. It's likely that upon turning on of the control hub and driver hub, you are required to update the firmware as the condition that I face, because when it is delivered versus the software version now is a little bit of difference, so you need to update the firmware. So that's the advice I would like to give to you all teams before you all go to your breakout room. So back to you, Shah.
All right. So I assign most of you inside the group, but we do have some late joiners, right? So later we'll assign each one of you lah, who are still on the main room. So I will just open all room first. Jared, you want to go and join one of the room just to see, like, Jared? Hello?
Yes, actually, I want to go toilet for toilet break.
Okay, let me see. Who else is not?
Hi, Shah. Jasmine here.
Hello.
Can you
Hi,
put
Jasmine.
in the Bukit Jambu team one, Conqueror?
Oh, Conqueror. Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Conqueror. Right, done.
Thanks.
Okay, we have Mandy. You want to go? Okay, let me just assign to one room so we can just jump later. Right, let me see. What is your team? Okay, I bring you to Robotics first. Done. Hello, yes.
Yeah, so for tech advisor, we won't be joining any ice breaking, right?
Okay,
So
yeah.
would I say that is end of the day for us?
Yeah, so this is Tan Ling, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you only tech advisor. Yes, so this is end of you lah, and for the tech advisor lah. So later I will just create a group and then gonna update to advisor not so soon lah, because yeah, we just started, right? Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Okay,
Thanks.
thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, wait, we have a few more mentors here. Let me give me some time to assign you lah. What are they? We have John. John should be in Robodos. Okay, let me bring John. Okay. Hi, I already admit, I think.
Shah.
Yes.
Just to ask, for tech advisor, is the end of the day they can exit the meeting, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, Tai
Still Miss Tan. Thanks for joining. You may leave the meeting for tech advisor.
Golden Galaxy. Okay. Jason. Oh, the Matrix. The Matrix. Okay. Girls on Fire. Wait, you just joined, right? Okay, done. Space Scene. Done. Okay. Shazra. May I know? Hello, Shazra. May I know which group are you supposed to be in? Hello. Testing. Let me check here. Jared, who are this one person here?
Should be Pasiran Rex.
How you know?
I opened up the list. We have one
Pasiran Rex is what school?
one Ahmad
Oh,
Shazwan bin Ahmad Salfi.
ni Shazra.
Oh, salah.
Text her or like let me like chat her. Let me broadcast to everyone. So Jared, I will stop recording. Okay. Stop recording.